it's Deanna Durrell here, and happy Monday to you. Today, I woke up really inspired to share secrets to becoming a manifesting magnet. And I use the word magnet because so often in the spiritual space, we hear things like you have to align to this, or you have to attract this, or why did you attract that? And law of attraction is great, but I find magnetizing to be more accurate in terms of what is happening in your relationship to the universe when it comes to bringing in the things that you desire and also the things that truly are for you. So I came up with an acronym called M.O.M. And if you have felt like you're constantly in a cycle of chasing or pushing or forcing, like you have to work really hard for the things that you want, whether it's money, whether it's, clients, if you're in business for yourself, whether it's a relationship, getting somebody to like you or even to respond to you, like it can feel so draining and so exhausting. And it's such a different energy than when you say magnetizing, right? Like if you just close your eyes for a second and think like, if I am a magnet, a manifesting magnet, how does that feel differently in your body than saying like, I have to chase to get what I want or it's not going to happen? It's a contractive energy versus an expansive, open one, right? And so when it comes to wealth, these are the three secrets, three tips that I have seen that move the needle from that feast or famine place where we're surviving, where we feel like we need to push, where, uncertainty, fears, and doubts really get in the way of even recognizing all the good around us, to that space where you feel like you're thriving, where you feel like you're in flow, where you feel supported and joyful and like there's more than enough. And I have experienced both sides, right? Both extremes. I remember, constantly, let's just keep it simple with money, constantly overdrafting, constantly feeling like, the next thing that came in was going to run out. And so I couldn't be fully present with the experience, to, thriving and having way more than enough, way more than I'd ever seen. At one point, it was like I couldn't believe, I didn't feel worthy of it. And so I found ways to sabotage it, to give it away, and then I was back in the same cycle. And when it came to love, it was very similar. I was attracted to men who couldn't give me what I wanted, who were emotionally unavailable. And it was because on some level I didn't feel worthy of them. And so I would just push away the good guys, right? And keep repeating the same cycle of surviving, right? Trying to get the guy that was unavailable to make me the exception. And it became my focus, instead of the focus becoming, oh, who do I need to be in order to not only magnetize the right person, or, the money, or whatever, the clients, whatever it is, and really come from that space of I'm already filled up with or without these things, right? These things are just kind of an effect of the frequency I'm putting out into the world. And so I'm kind of rambling, but I am going to get to the point. So these are some three things that came out this morning in meditation. The first, you need M.O.M, right? So the first letter, M.O.M, stands for mindset. This is really around examining our beliefs. What are your beliefs around deservability, around worthiness? So whatever it is that you're desiring, look at what are some of the thoughts around it. So if it came into your life right now, today, what is your initial thought? Like, oh my gosh, when is it going to leave? Or is it, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. This is so amazing. And being really, really ruthlessly honest with yourself and seeing what's in there. Because if we have an expectation that something is going to go wrong, if we have an expectation that there's not enough of something, whether it's money or love or time, then that is going to be the experience that you create. I don't want to even say that that's what you attract. It's what you create. We are powerful beings, and in any given moment, you can change your mind, but notice what's there. and looking at, the beliefs of the people that are in your sphere. So, we're not going to go into like family of origin stuff, but I think it's worth looking at. What was the predominant energy around, relationships, around money, around those things that you want? Was it talked about? Was it something that brought up shame or secrecy? And then in your inner circle among your friends or coworkers or whoever you spend the most time with, what are those people's mindsets? Because, like tuning forks, like sounds tend to vibe in the same place. So if it's something that is really going against what your desire is, then you may need to examine who you're spending time with. So that's the first one, is mindset. And the second one is around order. Okay. And when this first came out, I was like, order? My inner rebel was like, no, I don't want order. I want creative chaos. But order in this sense of um, taking care of your house, right? So taking care of your internal house, your external house, as it relates to money. Just because money is the easiest example, like, do you have a system for how you're paying bills? Do you have a system for when money comes in, what you do with it? Do you have a system of when you pay yourself if you're a business owner? That kind of thing. If you look in your wallet, are all the bills like scrambled and coins and outdated credit cards? Like, is it a mess? Like, what is that saying about, what you want to bring more of in? And order and organization are a form of self-love, right? So if you are looking at wanting to bring in an increase of anything, but you're not taking care of what's already there, there's a disconnect. So, you know, there we go. And then the third one is magic. And this is my absolute favorite one to chat about, because it's about the unconventional things that we can do, that we can exude to support the other two. So if you've got a solid mindset around having and thriving, and you are taking care of business in terms of, order and respecting yourself, then the last piece is like, let's throw in some magic. And this is where things like feng shui come in, um, space clearing come in, and also just rituals and practices that can amplify your ability to magnetize. And this is so fun. So, in the course that I'm going to be teaching next week, Energize Your Wealth Space, we're going to be combining all three of these elements. And a heavy focus is going to be on the last one. It's going to be on the magic, because that's kind of the place where you guys know I live. So we're going to be looking at energy leaks. We're going to be looking at feng shui. How is your home positioned to support you or to not support you in what you say you want around wealth? And we're also going to look at, ways that you sabotage your own psyche to receiving more, and what you can do about it to really turn that around and come from a different vibe. So let's go over those three things really quick. If you're joining me late, hello. So these are secrets to becoming a manifesting magnet. The first one is a solid mindset around thriving versus just surviving. The second one is about bringing order and organization into your world, making sure that there's space and there's order so that things can come in, and you're not wasting valuable time and energy on, just trying to manage what you have. It's about really managing it well so that you can welcome in more. And then the third is magic. So opening to receive magic, creating magic, and amplifying and getting bigger with it. I would love to hear from you. What are some tips that help you to feel like that magnet versus the person that's chasing and forcing and pushing? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't already signed up for the course, early bird actually ends on Wednesday, and we are including a one-on-one call with me. Good morning, Martina, to assess your wealth space for the first 8 people that sign up. So if you would like to take advantage of that, sign up I would love to have you. We have a great group already there. And one of the questions that I have been getting asked a lot is, I'm really busy. I can't start on the 20th. Am I going to miss a lot of the content if I start it like in October? And the answer is no. It's primarily video lessons, audio lessons, and written assignments, but everything is going to be recorded and available so you can do it on your own time when you want it. But for those of you that do value a live experience, you can do it live with me. And we're also going to have opportunities for you to engage with the other participants and me in Q&A calls. So it can be as interactive or as non-interactive as you want. If you have any other questions, please feel free to message me, and have a beautiful day. And remember, no matter what has happened in the past around, deservability or being magnetic to the things you want, you make a decision every single day around who you're going to be and what energy you're going to be in. And if you're 1000% ready to shift gears into that thrive more than enough place, I would love to see you in the course. All right, you guys, have a wonderful Monday, and I will talk to you soon.